See, these motherfuckers think they slick. So, I told y'all they got me over here with this black Freemason. And see, I only been over here for like a couple days, few days. And, you know, he tried to make me feel like, oh, you could be comfortable and all that old kind of shit. And he kept making them little flirting remarks and everything. And I knew, I was like, this man is 50 years old, so I already knew he gonna try to have sex with me, but I'm not finna do nothing with him. He too old. And I'm tired of people trying to take advantage of my situation, trying to take advantage of me and my kids sexually. If I want you, I want you. If I don't, I don't. So, he got this little room. And like I said, he tried to make me feel like, oh, I could be all comfortable. He told me that he was going to try to help me get work. He said that he worked at a warehouse and he could try to help me get a job under the table. So I ain't been able to really get no rest. And it's been really stressful for me, having to go from place to place and knowing that me and this baby going to be out on the streets with people just trying to rape us. So I ain't been able to really stop smoking these cigarettes because I ain't had nowhere for me to just be settled without people trying to rape on me. Everybody try to act like they don't know who I am, coming and picking me up, knowing that they staging to have me out of the shelters. I'm not even gonna cry. I'm not finna cry because I'm just glad that I didn't allow myself to be taken advantage of. So my vision started to come back to me last night. And I knew, I was like, this man gonna ask me to leave. And I woke up, used the restroom, went and got me something to drink. The nigga done snatched up all the fucking pillows that I was using for my back. And so I asked him, I was like, let me see one of them pillows. He had sleeping on 3 pillows, and I was using one for my back. And as soon as I laid down in the bed, he was like, oh, when I get up, where you get up with me, you find out where I'm gonna drop you off at. And I already looked at my time. It's already 5 o'clock. It's finna be 5 o'clock. So, you know me. I was like, okay, let me just get up because I had made a video yesterday, but I ain't posted. I made several videos that I did not post because I was going off about them trying to have me with Freemasons and trying to be slick about the shit. I knew, I was telling myself yesterday, I was like, I'm going to end up having to leave here because I'm not finna be having sex with this man. See, they think if we leave Andrea vulnerable out on the streets, then we could pick her up and force her to have sex with everybody in our clique and our little crew. So when he said that, I was like, let me get up and go and make my fucking video. I'm not keeping none of these videos on my site or whatever, but just if there's anybody that's watching that actually give a fuck about Andrea Jones, that have been following my channel from before they deleted my last channel. And that shit just pissed me the fuck off. Because I'm like, I already knew I was not finna have sex with him. It's just the audacity of these people to think that they was gonna play me like that. And think that, oh, he was gonna come pick me up and he was gonna have sex with me and then they could put me out whenever they want. And I had a vision in the jail that people was gonna be trying to bring me up in their house and put me out, like, of their house, like on their doorstep or some shit. And people is wicked. And I'm just glad I didn't have sex with him. I'm glad I didn't have sex with him. I feel bad for the times that I did have sex with some of these folk. You know, feeling like I had to let them take advantage of me like that. You know, but he finna get up in like the next hour. So I'm finna go in there and get myself together and get dropped off somewhere. And 9 times out of 10, I'll be outside somewhere. But the vision that I had, so let me just go back to my visions or whatever, because this is how America trying to fight me by letting Freemasons rape me, because they know about my case. They know about my pregnancy. They know about what's going on. And they know that the shelter staged to have me outside so that these people could take advantage of me sexually. That's the only reason why they put me up out of that shelter, because they knew Andrea pregnant with that baby, and they done tortured the baby for 10 months. She can't even give birth to the baby. She up in our facility trying to put out the information, and these black Freemasons want to rape her, and the white folks want her to get raped by the Freemasons. So we got to put her up out of this shelter. So I know they want me to wig out. They want me all upset. I don't want to have to go with more men. But that's what they said they were going to do to me in the jail. Then they said they were going to do it to my son. So I don't even like making this shit about them. They don't want you to be in a healthy place. They don't want you doing good. They going to have niggas picking you up that smoke weed and keep pressuring you for sex and act like they don't know nothing about your case. And so what's the point of the nigga telling me that I gotta fucking leave? You know what I'm saying? Like, because I ain't give you no pussy. Because he been talking about he want to touch my booty and all this all kind of shit. Yeah, I'm sexy, but you not going to pawn me off to no old man. You're not going to pawn me off to somebody I don't want to be with. Just because the state didn't want to help me and my children, you're not finna be pawning me off to no old-ass man. Because that's what the leaders of Atlanta think they gonna do. You think you gonna pawn me off to some old man when I came down here to get refuge? You think you gonna take advantage of my situation and pawn me off to these old niggas? You got me fucked up. So, let me go in there. I got clean clothes. Let me go in there and get myself together, because the nigga just salty because I won't fuck him. And they would have did the same thing anyway. Even if I would have been fucking the nigga, I probably would have been able to stay for a short period of time. And then he would have probably started pulling the bullshit for that coven, because they not going to let none of them niggas really take me in long enough for me to get on my feet, long enough for me to actually be able to work on my case, long enough for me to get nothing done. Shit, I could barely make a video of me shaking my ass around them niggas. This is what they try to do to female victims behind the scene. They try to have the state leave them out there. They try to have their family leave them out there. And then behind the scene, everybody be fucking the female and trying to give her drugs, trying to keep her from working on anything pertaining to her legal priorities. And then they'll try to throw you out there on the streets for them damn police to fuck with you and annihilate your ass after everybody been done ran through you. But see, I already know it's me, myself, and I. God already showed me what Israelite had to go through. That they had to travel from place to place because of wicked-ass people. So I'm going to go ahead and travel and not even be worried about this shit. I'm finna go get my bags, and I'll never want to see this man again. I'm just glad that I did not have no sex with him, because then that would have been another one of their ass thinking they could high-five each other about having sex with me, knowing that I came out here fighting for my kids. So let me go and get myself together, because if he think he gonna wake up in an hour and drop me out, that won't give me no time to be able to get myself together. So let me hurry up and try to get myself together as quickly as possible so that I can be ready to go. Because I didn't like that shit growing up. I ain't like people trying to make it seem like, oh, Andrea can't be up in our house, she can't live there. And that's what my sister was doing. I had stayed at my sister's house, and at the time, I had ordered my birth certificate and everything. And I was looking for a job, walking miles looking for a job. And right now, I got somebody ordering my documents, and he knows that somebody is getting my documents. And I already said, I was like, I just need somewhere to stay for a short period of time until I get my license. And the lady ordered my license like damn near a week ago, so she should be calling me soon with my license. So it don't make no sense for nobody to just keep on trying to put me out and all that other kind of shit. And that's what my little sister did. I stayed at her house for like maybe 2 weeks in August, September 2019 when I got out of jail. And she was telling me, well, I was just in the room chilling, and she just came in there and was like, oh, you gonna have to leave. She was like, you gonna have to find you somewhere else to go because I'm moving. And I was like, when you're moving, she said she wasn't moving till January, but she was telling me that she needed me to leave. And so God was showing me that was the setup, because the custody hearing between me and Cynthia Vera was coming up to get my son back, and I had already won the custody hearing against Cynthia Vera in Austin in the jail. And so basically I just needed to come to the custody hearing and say that I had a place to stay. So my sister had rigged it for me to have to leave her house. And then I ended up having to go with this man named Jakiba, his brother Jakimba, and a man named Travis Gums, and a woman named Judy. And they had it set up for them to be pulling out guns on me, putting guns to my head, all in this trailer in Chambers County before the custody hearing. And then I had went into labor, and I went to the hospital, and they kept lying about it and giving me these pills and making me swallow these pills, and it stopped my labor. And then when I went to the first custody court hearing date, and I basically won, and they was lying for Cynthia Vera, trying to say that I didn't take a parenting class that nobody ever told me to take. And they just kept trying to make up reasons to keep my son from me. And then the people wouldn't take me to the reset court date for my son. I ended up having to leave their house. And I had a job, and they scheduled the court date on the day that I had to go to work. And I ended up having to quit my job, go all the way back to Conroe, Texas, and stay at this man named Reverend Stewart house. And Reverend Stewart was trying to get me to marry him. He was like 70 years old, put me out on the streets. And when I went to the custody hearing, they said because I was homeless and because I ain't had nowhere to go, they gave my baby to Cynthia Vera. So everybody been trying to keep me homeless and keep me out on the streets without helping us. Even when I went to the shelter, I only stayed at the shelter for like a week. And I told them my situation, and they put me up out of the shelter stage and shit. So this is basically what they've been doing to try to keep my son from me and try to discredit me. So I'm going to just go ahead and pack up my shit, and I'm going to keep crying out for me and my kids, because that's wrong what they trying to do. So this is what they've been doing to me and this baby ever since I've been out of the jail, making me have to go from place to place to place to place, and nobody actually helping me to have nowhere stable to where I could lay my head. Even when I was over there with Marcus Mitchell, y'all know he was making me have sex with him, and he was terrorizing me in the apartment, putting me in and out the apartment, so I couldn't even get on my feet. And I ended up losing my identification while I was over there. Right after I told him that I was finna get me a little job, all of a sudden my ID went missing. I had a vision last night. I seen all the people on MARTA, and I seen the Atlanta police lined up in front of the MARTA stations trying to harm me. And then I seen people in orange shirts, like little button-up shirts that work for MARTA, and the men and the women all plotting around me and my baby at the MARTA stations and everything. So, y'all, I'm just ready to hurry up and go get my stuff. Because the last thing I want to do is be around two-faced ass motherfuckers that think they gonna be playing me and my kids at 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if you told me that I could stay and that you was gonna help me get a job, then that's what it is. But I already knew. I was like, these men, they all act the same. If they can't fuck you within 2-3 days, especially the older ones, if they can't have sex with you within like 2 or 3 days, then they gonna put you up out of the house. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the agenda of them trying to set it up to sex traffic me like this, and then think that it's funny. Like, I'm getting real sick and tired of having to go from place to place with people thinking they gonna have sex with me and then be putting me up out of their house. But anyway, let me just go on ahead and use the bathroom and get ready so I can leave. I knew yesterday when he started trying to get an attitude with me. He started trying to get an attitude with me about little shit, you know what I'm saying? And I already knew it got something to do with him feeling like he should be able to have my body, you know. And like I said, I want to give my body to who I want to give my body to. And I don't want to give my body to nobody who picked me up, see me homeless, pretend you want help, and then you know that you're way older than me. You know that I wouldn't just want to give it to you. No, that's rape. For me, that's rape, because black men shouldn't be standing up for me and my kids, but they gonna let them leave me and my baby out here on the streets like this so they can keep picking us up, trying to see who can fuck us. And it's really getting on my fucking nerves. And this is why I say I don't like black Freemasons. They wicked. All they try to do is take advantage of people sexually and then get whatever they can get out of the society. And then they want to turn around and be the forefront for black people. They want to be the voice for black people. Why should y'all be the voice for black people when only thing y'all do is sit around preying on black women and try to get them to please y'all dicks? And I'm tired of them. They ain't had nothing to do with my case anyway. So I'm not worried about it, because money talk bullshit, while people they're gonna have to pay for the shit that they did to me and my kids when I get my money up, because I'm never gonna forget.